Welcome to Lunch Break Reviews. I'm Bradley Butin, your self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, here to dive into the best and sometimes the worst of pop culture. Each week, I'll spotlight one movie, TV show, comic, or something from the realms of awesomeness and put it through the lunch break point system, rating everything from its main course to its leftover appeal. We'll cover a couple of reviews, the box office buzz, and my own take on whether this movie deserves a place in your lunch break lineup. All in about 30 minutes or less. For more reviews on TV shows and comics, check out Quick Bites on TikTok, YouTube, and on your podcast feed throughout the week. Let's go ahead and get right into it. But before we can get there, we got to talk a little bit about some cafeteria gossip. What is going on in the realms of awesomeness? There is a reboot or sequel of Buffy the Vampire in the works. However, Sarah Michelle Gellar says won't happen unless it's done right. There's several new trailers out there. There is a new trailer for Fantastic Four First Steps, and to be honest, I am not really looking forward to this as of yet. Something about it isn't connecting with me right now. I don't think I like the Thing, and so we're gonna see what it goes. Also, I don't know if I'm digging Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. I really don't. On the surface, it was fine, but seeing him in there, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm still seeing Mandalorian. Maybe I'm seeing Joel from The Last of Us. Maybe it's just I'm seeing everything else except for Reed Richards. So hopefully when we actually see him in the role and doing things and being stretchy, that'll change, because I really want to see him be stretchy. There's a new trailer for Megan 2.0, the same movie, different, a little bit different. I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be. Also, new trailer for Jurassic Park looks fine, I guess. Again, I love Jurassic Park movies. I'm a big fan of them all. It just looks like more of the same to me, and even more of the same to me. You got my money. So let's talk about Olivia Holt. Where do I know them from? Every week I want to take somebody from the stars so that we get out there, and I want to dig in just a little bit, go over a little bit of their biography. What are they known for? What can we expect to see them in next, and kind of go from there. I'm talking about Olivia Holt. She's in stars in Heart Eyes, which is the movie we're going to be talking about today, and is the reason why I'm doing this one. So a little bit of her biography. This is from IMDb. Olivia Holt was born in Germantown, Tennessee, to parents Mark and Kim Holt. When she was only 3 years old, she started singing and acting on the stage. Besides acting and singing, she was a competitive gymnast for the past 5 years and a competitive cheerleader for the past few years as well. At Christmas time, Holt moved with her family from DeSoto County to Los Angeles. She has starring roles in numerous community productions, including Annie and Alice in Alice Through the Looking Glass, before landing a role in the indie film Black and Blue in 2009. She also appeared in multiple national TV commercials, including Hasbro, Mattel, and Bratz dolls. In 2011, Olivia got her breakout role as Kim Crawford, a confident martial artist and the only girl in the dojo that can go toe-to-toe with the boys in the Disney XD comedy series Kicking It from 2011. She is known for Cloak and Dagger. That's where I saw her, recognize her from. Kicking It, of course, same kind of different as me. Totally Killer, which is a cool show. You should definitely check that out. Cruel Summer and Runaways as well. Upcoming, she's got Jingle Bell Heist and This Is Not a Test. All right, so Heart Eyes was released this week, February 7th to be exact, nationally. IMDb currently has this rated at a 6.7 out of 10, and there's about a 1.6 thousand reviews for it, and it's got a 57 on the Metascore. Rotten Tomatoes has the movie at an 82% on the tomato meter and 79% on the popcorn meter, so you're pretty similar there, and I agree with those reviews as well. We'll get into that more, and we'll see where it goes in the lunch break point system. The quick synopsis of Heart Eyes. For the past several years, the Heart Eyes killer has wreaked havoc on Valentine's Day by stalking and murdering romantic couples. This Valentine's Day, no couple is safe. And this is a top billion directed by Josh Rubin, written by Philip Murphy, Christopher Landon, and Mike Kennedy. The main cast is Olivia Holt, Mason Gooding, Ben Black, Gigi Zimbardo, Jordana Brewster, and Devon Sawa. Yes, that Devon Sawa from Idle Hands, from Final Destination, and he better have at least a cameo in the new one. Just gonna say. Let's get into a critic consensus from the Rotten Tomatoes. Wow, I lost my train of thought there. The critics are saying it's a mixture of gory slasher and sweet rom-com that ingeniously nails both formulas. Hard Eyes serves up a bloody Valentine's that'll make the heart skip a beat. They're not wrong. They are not wrong at all. All right, let's go over a bunch of reviews here. I got a bad review, and let's check that out. All right, this is from 1 out of 10 is titled Made by a Guy Who Saw Scream and Didn't Get It. And spoilers in. Oh, and by the way, these reviews are chosen based on title alone, and I haven't read them beforehand. So let's dive in together. Please excuse any mispronunciations as I read them exactly as they appear. Punctuation, good, bad, and all. All right. Spoiler alert. When Wes Craven made Scream, he had the understanding of the horror and slasher genre to make a well-made horror slasher film that simultaneously satired the genre. When Josh Rubin and 3 writers made Hard Eyes, I don't know what they were attempting. The film opens with a problematic couple getting killed on the day of their proposal. The couple is presented is unlikable, but not in any way that justifies their awful fates. It's an overdone but ultimately lackluster beginning. Cut to our main characters, Allie, Olivia Holt. She's single, off a bad relationship, and happens to meet the perfect guy at a coffee shop. The problem? He's been employed to the same company as her to fix a mistake she made. A forced and non-charismatic relationship subplot follows this. A cast of characters are added to the drama based on the aforementioned, but they all mostly disappear after the 30-minute mark. It ends up being 2 people who aren't believably in love running away from a serial killer. Herein lies one of the biggest issues with the movie. The antagonist has no motivation. They're angry at couples. Why? The opening plus the circumstances surrounding the hunted characters would suggest the killer was motivated by false love. But that's not the case. The story ends with a typical villain defeat, but a confused sense of what the movie was trying to do. Hard Eyes is terrible at every genre it tries to be, and it's terrible as a movie. Ooh. All right, with that bad review, we need some more. Here's another bad review. All right, this bad review is from B.A. Harrison, and this is a 2 out of 10. And this is titled, There's Not Much Here to Love, Actually. You see what they did? Love Actually? Rom-com thing. I see what you did there. All right, let's see if your review is better. Let me preface this review by saying that I didn't choose to see Hard Eyes. I saw it as a secret screening is what they wrote, and it wasn't the film that I had hoped for. I have my fingers crossed that it would be The Monkey. I'd seen the trailer for this Valentine's Day slasher, and it looked about as generic and forgettable as could be. With a risible killer and a predictable setup, the reality is that the film is even worse than the trailer setup. The reality is that the film is even worse than the trailer suggested. Sorry, can't read. The makers attempted to blend humor with the horror, but failing badly. It's a Scream wannabe with none of Kevin Williamson's incisive wit or Wes Craven's directorial ingenuity. Yes, words are hard for Brad. The plot sees a maniac known as the Heart Eyes Killers Killer, so called because of the really stupid looking mask he wears. Targeting couples on Valentine's Day, Olivia Holt plays Allie McCabe, who works in the marketing department for a jewelry company. After a disastrous campaign, specialist Jay Simmons, Mason Gooding, is drafted in to help. Allie and Jay are immediately attracted to each other, which in turn makes them targets of the killer. Cue lots of screaming, running, and gory murders, the horror diluted by an asinine comedy. The 18 certificate is what convinced me to remain in my seat till the end. And the gruesome death scenes are about the only good thing about the film. But even though Heart Eyes is suitably bloody, particularly towards the end, it doesn't make up for the incredibly weak script and the feeling that we've seen this kind of thing done many times before, and a lot better. And if you don't guess within minutes that Allie is going to use her metal straw as a weapon at the end, then you need to see more movies or stop watching them altogether. 2.5 out of 10, rounded down to 2 for the lame gags. Okay, let's check out a quick Metascore. Got a bad. All right, this is a bad Metascore, and this is from Screen Rant's Molly Friedman gave this a 50. All in all, Hard Eyes is a fine horror movie. It has a fun and unique idea. And the first act of the movie is very strong, but Hard Eyes loses its way and culminates in the middle to bad third act that squanders all the potential of the premise in the beginning. Okay, there's the bad reviews. So we're going to move on to the good stuff. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Well, I know a couple people that disagree, and I can't wait to talk a little bit more about it as well and find its place on the lunch break point system. But to get there, let's do a good review. This is a good review. This is from Sigori K from IMDb. This is a 10 out of 10 and is titled Just What We Needed. This movie is just so good. It's fresh, it's fun, it's exciting, it's scary, it's romantic, it's funny, and it keeps you guessing who is the Hard Eyes killer. It has like such great elements of scenes that you want. There's the chase scenes, the fight backs, the awesome murders, the whodunit. You're rooting for the actors, rooting for love, and rooting to see more of the killer. It's original, but also nostalgic and campy. It's an instant classic that many, many horror lovers are going to enjoy. And honestly, I think rom-com lovers who can find tolerate scary movies will be pleased with as well. The acting and cinematography is excited, and editing is fantastic. They really hit it out of the ballpark. Olivia Holt is excellent for the horror genre. Mason Gooding is our new screen prince, charming, and Gigi is hilarious. Jordana and Devon are excellent horror past additions. It's a fun time, enjoy it, and definitely see it opening weekend. You know what? Sugar Gary K, I agree with you. Not on the rating, but I agree with pretty much everything you said. Let's do another good review. Okay, this is Nate Serena Nathans, and this is an 8 out of 10 and is called A Thrilling Valentine's Day Horror with a Comedic Twist. A thrilling comedic and surprising horror romantic twist on the horror genre. Its mix of suspense and humor makes for an unexpected roller coaster of emotions, keeping viewers engaged from start to finish. The two main characters' strong chemistry and their witty dialogue and relatable personalities, making the film both funny and enjoyable while packed with gore and intense moments in a way that is lighthearted. The film doesn't take itself too seriously, blending lightheartedness with its darker themes. The pacing is fast and steady with no dull moments, and every scene feels necessary to the ongoing thriller storyline. The film's tone is suspenseful, yet funny, keeping things fresh with surprising twists. The visuals are gripping, reminiscent of Saw, but with a modern, lighter touch. The acting is solid, jokes are timely, and appeals with both younger and older audiences. While the anti-hero's backstory could have been explored more, the film still provides a satisfying conclusion by the end, but some plot holes may leave viewers guessing. This is a perfect for Valentine's Day viewing and is a must-watch for anyone looking for a fresh take on the horror thriller genre with a comedic twist. I like it. I like it a lot. One more. Let's do a Metascore. Okay, we have an 80 Metascore from Variety's Courtney Howard, and it is thoroughly self-aware, perhaps to a fault, stocked with self-reflexive gags and gory orchestrated kills. The picture is endearing with a delightful zippy charm. I agree, Courtney Howard. I really, really do. We got good. We got bad. What are your thoughts? Let me know. Let's talk about it more. If you like this stuff, if you like a lot of these reviews, let's talk about it on an episode. We'll have that. We'll do a nerd positive, or we'll do a lunch break reviews and just review stuff. I would love to nerd out. It's time. We went through the reviews. Now we got to find its place on the lunch break point system. What is the lunch break point system? Well, the lunch break point system is my unique rating categories with up to 5 points per category. And the categories are main course, side dish, spice level, leftover appeal, and desserts. We're going to start with the main course. This is the overall quality of the movie. At 1 point would be unappetizing mess, struggles to even hold together. At 5 points, a masterpiece leaves you full and craving more. Now, definitely, it's better than the 1, and it's not as good as a 5. Let's look in the middle. A middle would be decent, but not exceptional. Satisfying enough for the moment. I think it's more than that. A 4 would be well-crafted, flavorful, and fulfilling. Hits most of the right notes. I think this is going to live right there at the 4. Second is side dish. This is the supporting element. So 1 would be sides are poorly executed or completely missing. A 5 would be outstanding sides that elevate the entire meal to another level. A 3 would be some solid moments but inconsistent or overshadowed. You know what? A 4. Let's look at what a 4. A 4 be complements the main dish well, solid support all around. I think here's where it's going to fall. I think it's going to be more of a 3. It had really some good solid moments. It was inconsistent. There are parts of it that you're like, okay, let's move the story along. But I really, really enjoyed it, and I don't know if I changed much. It knew exactly what it is, and there's something to be said about that. I'm going to give this a 3 for the side. Spice level. This is the creativity and boldness. Creativity and boldness. So 1 would be bland, unoriginal, no risk taken. There was some risk. This is a rom-com slasher movie. I can't really recall a lot of those, even though I guess there is some rom-com in all horror movies, but this is a little bit different. It kind of led into that comedy some. For 5 points would be a red-hot creativity, a daring, unforgettable experience. Not quite there. A 4 would be bold and unique with impressive execution. A 3 would brings a little heat with some creative flair. I think we're going to stick with that 3. 4 would be leftover appeal, rewatch, replay value. Okay, so that a 1 would be no interest in revisiting. Once was more than enough. I wouldn't mind watching this again. 5 would be timeless, something you'll crave again and again. That's not going to be it. This would probably be around this time of the year type of thing. 3 would be a decent option to revisit when you're in the mood. And I think, again, that's where it's going to live, right there in that 3. All right, and last but certainly not least, I have dessert. For 1 point, it'd be a bitter aftertaste, leaves you unsatisfied. I was definitely satisfied. This movie put me in the movie fog almost right away and kept me in there. 5 points would be a perfect treat, an unforgettable cherry on top. 4 points would be leaves you with a smile, a well-rounded finish, and that is exactly where I'm going to go. 4 points, which means 20 points. I get it a 4 for the main course, 3 for the side dish, 3 for the spice level, 3 for leftover appeal, and a 4 points. This is going to give us 20 points total. All right. And with that being said, man, we found its place in the lunch break point system. Next week, we do have Captain America coming up. I for sure will be watching that. I still want to see Love Hurts. Maybe we'll get there. We got the Super Bowl tonight, so we will see what is going to happen. Other than that, man, What are you looking for? Are you going to go to a movie? Are you going to go to Captain America next week? What are you excited for? Let me know. Let's talk about. Let's nerd out. Do you agree with my rating of the movie, or should I? Is there something I'm not thinking of? All right, that's a wrap. Review. We were at 20 minutes. The self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Pittin. I hope you enjoyed this dive into the realms of awesomeness. Hits and misses. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a 5-star review. Catch my quick bites throughout the week. I try to at least get one a week on TikTok and YouTube for further exploration of the realms of awesomeness. Until next time, keep watching, keep reading, and keep being awesome. See you next Sunday, same time, same place, for another edition of Lunch Break Reviews. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Captain America, like 99%. Bye-bye.